The Red Hat Certified System Administrator is not a multiple choice test. It requires hands-on, face in the terminal, real experience that is developed with lots of hands-on training in a lab environment. And in this video, we're going to set that lab environment up. We're going to navigate setting up Red Hat through a developer account so we can download Red Hat, install it onto VMware Fusion, which will allow us to start digging into the meat of the Red Hat Certified System Administration certification. So the good news for us that are financially concerned about the cost of studying for an exam, setting up a Red Hat developer account is absolutely free. And downloading Red Hat is also free once you have this account set up. Simply navigate to developers.redhat.com and select Register for an account. The registration portal will ask you for some basic details, send you a verification email, and when you log in again, ask for some additional details. Once we get past that, we're ready to go find our Red Hat download. Now this next part is a bit of a puzzle, but I've got the keys to get you through it. To get the Red Hat downloaded, navigate to Product, Downloads, then choose Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Scroll to the bottom of the page and choose All Red Hat Enterprise Linux Downloads. Now, since we're installing this on a Mac-based hypervisor, VMware Fusion, under Product Variant, we need to choose Red Hat Enterprise Linux for ARM64. Then, we'll select the Download Now option for Red Hat Enterprise Linux 10.2 Binary DVD. Once the download completes, bring up VMware Fusion and choose the plus button. Then select New to create a new virtual machine. We drag our Red Hat Enterprise DVD ISO into the Create New Virtual Machine wizard, then choose Continue, and then Finish. A pop-up appears asking us where we want to store our virtual machine. I just accept the default location. From here, our virtual console starts up. Think of this as your monitor and keyboard into your new virtual machine. Choose Install Red Hat Enterprise Linux 10.2. If you've ever installed a Linux operating system before, you know that the install process is very similar from one Linux flavor to the next. We start with our language selection. In this section, you need to click on anything that has a yellow triangle to complete our configuration of the Red Hat virtual machine. We'll start by enabling the root account and setting a root password. We don't need to enable allow root SSH login with password. Next, we'll select User Creation. This will be your primary login to your Red Hat virtual machine. Lastly, we need to choose the destination disk that we'll be installing Red Hat onto. With all of that filled out, select Begin Installation. Once the installation is complete, select Reboot System. After the Red Hat virtual machine reboots, we can log in with the credentials we created during the install process. This provides us access to the virtual desktop where we can do things like accessing the console and grabbing the IP address of the virtual machine, and we'll see what we'll use that for in a second here. While it is technically possible to study for and practice the Red Hat from a virtual desktop, I personally prefer to log into the virtual machine from a command line. It just provides a cleaner, more simple space to work from. We can SSH to the IP address we grabbed from the virtual desktop as shown here by typing SSH spacebar, and then your login name at the IP address of your Red Hat virtual machine. If you get a message about someone doing something nasty, as I do here, and you're going to experience this a lot with virtual machines, we simply need to delete the SSH keys associated with this virtual machine. And it's pretty easy, and the more you do it, the more you use these commands I'm about to show you, the more second nature it becomes. And the reason this is happening is because the IP address of the virtual machine stayed the same, but the host key changed. Now I know that this book is going to talk a lot about SSH keys in later chapters, so I'm excited about studying for that, but I fixed this issue by opening up the known_host file as shown here with a VI editor, and we'll learn more about the VI editor in our Red Hat certification studies. Then I use a question mark to do a reverse search for the IP address of this virtual machine. For any instances I find, I use the DD to delete the entry, and then use a reverse search to find any additional matches, stopping once no additional matches are found. I'm deleting everything. Once the cleanup is complete, press escape, then WQ, right click, bang, and enter to save. Now if you're wondering, am I going to ever use this in the field when I get a job doing Linux administration? I'm in the telecom industry and I use these commands every single day. So yes, you will get to know them and use them a lot if you decide to go into any IT industry, because everybody's using Linux. With the known host file cleaned up, we can now log in cleanly to our RedHat virtual machine. If you're installing RedHat for the first time, you won't likely run into this issue, but I wanted to put it out there and show you how you correct it if you do. Anyway, that pretty much wraps this video up. As I had noted, I'm making these videos both for my own reinforcement and to build a community of like-minded tech enthusiasts. And I'm going to make mistakes along the way. And you know what, if I do, call me out for it in the chat. Making mistakes is how we all learn. I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to learning with you in the next one, and I will see you very, very soon.